Listen, I want you to close your eyes for a second. Get rid of the hum of your computer, the notifications on your phone, and the soft bed you're lying on. I want you to hear the crackle of a dying fire and the howling of a predator in the pitch-black darkness just outside your cave. Back then, bro, weakness wasn't a personality trait. It was a death sentence. If you were lazy, you didn't eat. If you were indecisive, your tribe suffered. If you let your emotions control you during a hunt, you became the hunted. Today, we live in a world that rewards weakness. We have food at our fingertips and safety behind locked doors. But deep down, in your DNA, that ancient hunter is still there, and he's disgusted by how soft you've become. You feel that restlessness, right? That's your primal self trying to wake up. Today, we're going back to the roots. I'm going to give you 9 primal habits to kill that inner weakness and reclaim the grounded masculine power that's been suppressed by modern comfort. Pay attention, because the last one is the reason most men feel so lost today. 1. Master the silent observation. Think about a hunter in the tall grass. He doesn't talk, he doesn't over-explain. He watches, he listens. Most guys today talk way too much. They feel the need to fill every silence with nervous energy. That's weakness, bro. It shows the world you're seeking validation. The primal man knows that silence is where power lives. When you're in a room, stop being the loud one. Observe the room, read the energy. When you do speak, let your words have the weight of a stone. If it doesn't add value, keep it in. That's how you build presence. 2. Embrace the freeze. Imagine a winter where the fire goes out. Your ancestors didn't have heaters. They endured. Modern life is too warm. You're always comfortable, and that makes you fragile. You need to shock your system. Take the cold shower. Go for a run in the rain. Stop avoiding discomfort. When you voluntarily choose the hard path, you tell your brain that you are the boss, not your feelings. That's how you kill the victim inside you. A man who can control his body in the cold can control his mind in a crisis. 3. Move with intentional weight. Our ancestors didn't go to the gym to look good in mirrors. They moved heavy things because they had to. They carried wood, they carried meat, they carried their fallen brothers. Stop training for vanity, train for utility. When you walk, walk like you have a purpose. Don't slouch, don't look at the ground like you're searching for dropped coins. Keep your chin up, shoulders back, and move with a heavy, grounded gait. People should feel your arrival before you even open your mouth. It's that anchor energy we talk about. Be the storm's center, not the debris flying around. 4. Eat like a predator, not a grazer. The modern diet is designed to keep you sluggish and compliant. Sugar, processed garbage, constant snacking, it kills your drive. The primal man ate for fuel. He fasted when the hunt was long and feasted when he was successful. Control your urges. If you can't even say no to a donut, how are you going to say no to a distraction that ruins your life? Discipline starts on your plate. Eat real food. Build a body that looks like it could survive a week in the wild, not a week on a sofa. 5. Protect your tribe even in silence. Masculinity is, at its core, protective. In the ancient world, the nice guy didn't exist. There were only those who could protect and those who needed protection. You don't need to get into fights to show this. It's a vibe. When you're out with your girl or your family, are you distracted by your phone, or are you the one aware of the surroundings? Be the one who knows where the exits are. Be the one who stands between your loved ones and the darkness. When people feel safe around you, they get addicted to your presence. That's the real secret to attraction. 6. Learn the art of the long game. A hunt could last days. Tracking an animal through miles of terrain required extreme patience. We live in the age of instant gratification. You want the girl now. You want the money now. You want the respect now. But the primal mind knows that anything worth having requires a pursuit. Stop quitting when things get boring. The boring part is the hunt. If you can stay focused on a goal for months while everyone else is distracted by the next shiny thing, you've already won. 7. Own your territory. I'm not talking about land, I'm talking about your mental space. Back then, if a predator entered your cave, you didn't try to negotiate your boundaries, you defended them. Today, guys let people disrespect their time, their energy, and their values just to be liked. Stop it. If someone is toxic, cut them out. If a situation doesn't align with your purpose, leave. Setting a boundary isn't being mean, it's being a man. Respect is earned by what you don't tolerate. 8. Direct confrontation over passive aggression. In a small tribe, if you had a problem with someone, you dealt with it. There was no Twitter to complain on, no passive-aggressive texts. If you have an issue, look the person in the eye and say it. Be calm, be direct. Bro, I didn't like how you said that. Notice how your heart rate stabilizes afterwards. Passive aggression is a female energy trait. Directness is the masculine sword. Carry it with honor. 9. The final truth. Seek the solitude. This is the one most guys miss. Every great leader in history, from the first tribal chiefs to the philosophers, spent time alone. You're terrified of being alone with your thoughts because you don't like what you hear. You use music, podcasts, and scrolling to drown out the silence, but the silence is where the inner weakness confesses its secrets. Sit in a dark room for 30 minutes with no distractions, just you and your mind. Face the shadows. Once you conquer the man in the mirror, no one in the outside world can ever touch you. Listen, bro, you weren't born to be a cog in a machine. You were born from a long line of survivors, hunters, and warriors who stared death in the face and didn't blink. Don't let their bloodline end with a man who is afraid of a cold shower or a difficult conversation. Wake up that primal self, kill the weakness, become the man you were meant to be. If this resonated with you, leave a comment with the word hunt. It lets me know who's actually listening and who's just grazing. And if you want to know how to handle the social hunt, how to approach a girl without that modern awkwardness, watch this next video here. Stay grounded, stay dangerous. See you in the next one.